Je les aimais aussi.
Hey everyone, I paid a visit to Boots today and picked up some Barry M products that I just couldn't resist. I was actually there to pick up stuff for Heather or Sokolum79 here on YouTube. The Barry M stuff is just so good. They've gotten a lot better than what they were like years ago when I first discovered them. And what I particularly love are their lipsticks and their nail varnishes. So I actually picked up a few bits today. And I want to show you. I'll start off with the nail varnishes because that's kind of what I was most excited about. My cousin Rena told me about the new nail effects by Barry M. I know there's another few brands, like more higher end brands, that do these. Very similar effect, but it's just this thing. So I have all but one finger done in this hand, so you can see there. It's just like you get this cracked black look over your nail varnish. And I'm actually going to do this finger for you just to show you how it works. But yeah, it's a really interesting effect and right up my alley. It's really class. This is it over a darker background, so it's a little bit harder to see. But yeah, I think it's really cool. God knows how it works, but it does work really cool and it works pretty quickly. Now there's a couple of things I don't really like about it. The texture. I'm a bit funny about texture on my nails. Like if nail varnish, you know when you have nail varnish on and it's nearly dry but not quite, and then you hit it off something and then it's kind of raised and lumpy, that drives me nuts normally. So this is a little bit hard going on me because it is very bumpy and rough. And then another thing, I got some foundation like on this when I was doing my makeup earlier on. It doesn't really come off very well, so it's only because it is so textured, and I'd say this would dry very quickly in the bottle if you weren't like very careful about putting the lid on really tightly. But anyhow, so this cost anyhow, it was just like under €6. But Barry M have an offer at the moment in Boots in Ireland. I don't know about anywhere else, where you can buy 2 nail varnishes for like €8. So I also picked up this one. This is number 273. Yeah, 273, and that's raspberry. So that's that colour there. And then this is the colour I have on underneath the black on this hand, and it's called Dusky Mauve, and it's 313. This is actually a really interesting colour because it reminds me of, if anyone knows Shale from MAC, it's like a grey, but it's like a pink grey, and it kind of comes out like a mauvey purple colour, but wrong hand. But there, I know it's kind of hard to see because of the black, but I'm going to show you how this one works anyhow, so let me just adjust my camera. Okay, so I'm just going to get the nail stuff and you just brush it on like you would in normal nail varnish. The only thing is it does dry really quickly, so I suggest doing one side and then going over and doing the other side because they say not to double layer it. And you can see it starts to crackle immediately. So just watch. Now obviously the design is going to be completely different on each nail. You'll never get the same effect, which is also quite cool. Okay, that was a really awkward angle to do it at, but anyhow, it gives you the idea. So that's it. Almost done now. It's still like cracking a tiny bit on that the biggest part of the black you can see there. But it dries pretty quickly, and then once you have the black on, even though the raspberry colour I had underneath was completely dry, and it has been for the last few hours, the nail varnish kind of wets it up again, so you have to be really, or the black nail varnish wets it up again, so you have to be really careful not to touch it. Even though the black is dry, the under coat isn't. But that's how that works anyhow, so it's just really interesting, and Barry M do come up with a few interesting things like that. Another thing that I picked up with theirs a good while ago was this. It's called the Green 910 Touch of Magic, and it's a lipstick. So I didn't get this today, I actually got it in London, but I just wanted to show it to you since, you know, it kind of fits in with this. So it looks green. I mean, this is green as it comes, but See, there's nothing on my hand yet. If you put the green on your hand, just leave it for a minute, it'll turn raspberry. But it just turns into that. You can see there it's deepening now, and it'll just keep deepening. I think it's to do with the heat in your body. It'll just keep deepening until it turns into quite a raspberry colour. But one thing about the Barry M nail paint or lip paints, even though they're amazingly opaque and brilliant colours and everything and really inexpensive, they're only like $6.50 here, they stain. They really stain. Like this guy here stains, and so does the other bright pinks. So one of the colours I picked up today was number 62, so this is vibrant pink. It's so not showing up as vibrant on camera as it is, but I'll just pop it on the back of my hand. So it's really gorgeous colour. But this also stained my hand when I swatched this earlier, and it took a while to come off. It doesn't bother me, but it's just something to be aware of. And then the other colour I picked up as well was this is the guy I have on me today. It'd be a slightly difficult colour to wear, and one thing as well about these lip paints is that if your lips are in any way dry or chapped, it will definitely show up. Because I had primed and lined my lips and they seemed fine, but when I popped the lip paint on over it, really showed up the dry skin. But this is number 147, it's called Pink Peach. Pop it there. What I liked about it is that it's quite matte, which is really kind of in at the moment, so it's that one there. But I did put on a lip, this guy here, it's Glam Shine Juice Candy, and this is by Rimmel. So, or L'Oreal, sorry, L'Oreal. I had to put this on over it just to kind of moisten my lips up a little bit, just from them being so dry. So I'd say it would be fine if I hadn't such dry lips, so exfoliate and moisturise or whatever beforehand, it'd be grand. But it's a gorgeous colour, absolutely gorgeous colour. And then the last thing I picked up, my friend and workmate, Sharon, she also is on YouTube, so it's just Sharon Makeup Artist. I know some of you have gone over to her, and if you haven't, check her out. I'll leave her link below. But she has a few of these, the glitter eyeliners by Barry M, and I've seen her use them in a couple of her tutorials, so I really wanted to pick one or two of them up, and I only picked up one today because, you know, didn't want to spend too much money. But the one I went for was number 13, and it's this black one, but you can see there it has gorgeous like multicolored glitter inside it. And I'd say I don't think I'd really use these by themselves because, you know, there's no opacity to them whatsoever, it's just glitter, so they'd look more amazing over other liners or like eyeshadows and stuff. But you can just see there, it's just plain old glitter. You'd get a very similar effect by using glitter over glitter glue or something like that, but it'll just be really handy for certain looks, definitely. And yeah, so that was, these come in at $7.50 anyhow, but that was my mini haul. My favourite thing really is this. You can see that now, it's completely settled. Even though I kind of, in real life, I kind of prefer how it looks over the darker nail varnish, and then on camera I think it looks better over this. I don't know. Oh yeah, and if anyone's wondering my ring, I got this when I was in Dublin the last day, and I think it's so cool. I got it in Aware, and Aware are doing like a thing with their rings at the moment, or they were up in Dublin anyhow, where it's €8 for a ring, but if you buy a second one it's half price, so €4. And this one's from Primark, if anyone's wondering. Very, very inexpensive. So yeah, that's me for today. Thanks a million for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.